Hello folks, after a successful few days of product testing a new UV Easyegg from Blob and Buzzer, I'm going to do a wee video on a split UV egg. But before I start that, I'm going to talk a wee bit about beads. Now, I have a range of different beads on this dubbing needle. So the first bead that's on, I'll take the rest of these out of the way. So that's just a standard 3mm chrome bead. That's a 3.2mm gold bead. That's a 3.2mm orange bead. 3.8mm chartreuse bead, 3.8mm brass bead, and that's a 2.5mm tungsten, or 3mm tungsten bead, sorry. All them beads, now, not only are they different in size, but they all have a different sink rate. The chrome will sink at its own rate. The gold will drop at its own rate. The painted beads are normally brass beads, so it will be the exact same as a copper bead, and they will drop at their own rate depending on size. And then that's your copper bead or brass. That's basically the same as these here, right? So your chrome will have a sink rate, the gold will have a sink rate, your brass beads will have a sink rate, and then your tungsten bead will have a faster sink rate than anything else. The tungsten bead will go down like a Titanic. If I wanted an egg that was going to sink fast on a deep water, I would use the tungsten bead. Standard tying is all done on brass beads, and that doesn't matter if it's 3mm, 3.5mm, 3.2, 2.8, 3.8. Each one will have its own sink rate, and that's the reason why you have the different sizes. I would use gold beads a lot. If I don't use the brass, I would use gold, because the gold bead will sink faster than, a wee bit faster than the brass beads. And then chrome beads, the majority of times you use chrome beads, it's just to get that silver head. It's not for the sink rate. So that would be the main ones that I would use there for sink: gold, brass and tungsten. And as I say, the tungsten bead sinks the quickest out of the whole lot. Next to that, for me, is a gold bead, and then your brass beads in. And depending, if you're only fishing brass beads, depending how quick you want your fly to sink, you can get a 2.5, 2.8, 3.2, 3.5, 3.8, and you actually get a 4mm bead as well. So depending what sink rate you want and what depth you want your fly to be fishing. But tungsten beads are the quickest of the whole lot. You cast out a tungsten bead, and if there's enough tungsten weight on it, it'll go down very, very, very quick. So I hope that helps some beads. Now getting into the fly, what I have in the vise is a 10mm blob hook from Blob and Buzzer, a 3.8mm yellow bead. Now the material I'm going to use is, this is new, it's Mint Ice Cream UV Egg from Blob and Buzzer, and the second colour is Fluorescent Yellow Easyegg, and again from Blob and Buzzer. As I say, this is the new range that has been brought out, with new colours, new dyes, and over the couple of days, I have to say that for me anyway, the new colours held up well and were very, very successful. Now the thread I'm going to use is Semperfli Nano Silk 50 denarii in white. So just start behind our bead, Run on a few turns. Come on, knock away that excess. Run our thread on down towards the rear of the hook. Now, the colour at the back is the UV yellow. So strip off the Easyegg to expose the centre core. Pull all the fibres back. Come on. A few turns to hold that. Lay it down on top of the hook and run our thread towards the bead. Come on then and knock away that excess. Tie down our loose ends. Run the thread down towards the rear of the hook and tie down tight where we want our Easyegg to start from. Run the thread back up about 2/3 of the way up. Now, same as I showed before on the Easyegg, I pull my material up a ways. Come on then, with fingers you've moistened with your own saliva. Only do about an inch of the material and start and wind that on. So bring that forward, turn by turn, taking the time and pulling the Easyegg back as you bring the turns forward. Now, it's not actually going to be a 50-50 split. It's going to be more 2/3 yellow and 1/3 green. So keep running your yellow one up, and as I say, it's slightly more than halfway. So if you look, that's about 2/3 of the shank of the hook. So pull your egg material straight up. Find the point that we're going to tie off on and stretch back that egg material from the cord and just expose that cord, and then come on then and pinch and loop over the top, a couple of turns to tighten, pull the egg material down tight, a few more turns, come on then and knock away that excess cord. Pull everything towards the rear, a few turns over then, just to secure down them loose ends. So the next colour is mint green. I'm actually impressed with this mint green. It's a class looking colour. So same again, pull away your egg material to expose the core. Hold that down against the shank of the hook, pinch and loop, a few turns over, and run your thread towards the eye of the hook. Same again, knock away your excess, and a few turns just to tighten that down. Now, the mint egg is the exact same. Lift it up straight. Oop, should have tied that down on tight. So, same again, lift your egg material straight up in the air, pull all the fibres back with moist fingers and thumb, and start winding that on. So you'll probably only get 3 or 4 turns of the mint green, and that's plenty because the first 2, maybe 3 turns at the rear of the hook is ticking up to cover on the back. So your split being 2/3 to 1/3 actually looks like it's 50-50, where it's not, because it's 2/3 to 1/3. But your first 2 or 3 turns is used to cover on the back of the hook, and these 3 turns at the front make your egg look 50-50. So throw on our 3 or 4 turns, come on and expose that core, pinch on the over the top of that, and a few turns. Pull our material tight, come on then and knock away that excess. So stretch everything towards the rear, a few turns over just to tighten that on. Come on then with our varnish, wee bit of varnish on the thread. Come on then and give your 3 or 4 turn rope finish. Pull our thread tight. Come on and knock away that excess. So there you have it, folks. That's your split 2-tone Easyegg. Now, as I say, there was myself and Andy had product testing over 2 separate days. It was actually 3 days. Over 3 days in 3 different fisheries. And I have to say, this has worked really well. Now, granted that the weather here, the sun has been splitting the slits, and at times the fishing was hard, but through perseverance and I would say a level of thranness, but the egg material worked very well. Now, that to me isn't finished. For other people, they would fish that, but for me, I like to brush out my egg material. I know there's people that prefer to fish it like that, but as I say, I prefer to brush out mine. Now, this is only a bit of Velcro on a stick, and all you do is just come in and brush that material all the one direction, and just give it a run round with your Velcro, and then switch the direction and brush it round in the opposite direction. And don't be afraid to give this a good rattle with the Velcro. What you're trying to do is any of that egg material that's stuck or clumped together, you're just trying to separate it out and give you a fuller egg and a better shape. Well, for me, a better shape. People will argue the point that it doesn't, but I know for me, I prefer brushing them out. So pull all your material to the front and then switch the direction and pull it all to the rear. So for me, that just gives a better shape. Now, what I do on the end is on the palm of your hand, and set your other hand on top and just roll your 2 hands together, and that rolls your egg round in your hand and gives you a bit of shape to your egg. Now, for me, the way roughing that up with the wee bit of Velcro, you've loosened them fibres and just put a wee bit more movement into the fly. And as I say, not everybody does it, not everybody wants to do it. You can keep it the original shape of the Easyegg, but I just like giving it a wee brush out. So there you go, folks. That's the new. I think all the colours. I was going to say the majority of them, but I think all the colours are being dyed using a different dye. Now, I think all the colours that Andy is dyeing now are being dyed using a completely different dye, and I have to say the colours for me are very impressive, and I can guarantee they work. As I said earlier there, we had 3 days of product testing, and that material works. So there you go, folks. There's a handy wee two-tone Easyegg. I hope that was helpful to you. So until the next time, folks, tight lines.